All right, so my name is Travis Holcombe, and I am very thrilled to be here for Fender Sessions with FKJ, who's going to be playing us some stuff and also just sort of walking us through his process of creating music and all the different gear that he's got up here. So welcome, FKJ.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming here. Can you just sort of briefly walk us through the stuff that you have up here? I mean, I see lots of pedals, lots of guitars, and keyboards. What all are you working with?
So yeah, this is like this is not my live setup exactly, but it's pretty close to be. We took off a couple of things because just to make it simple. But basically, I got all the different instruments I have, and even if I have more when I have the saxophones and the piano. They all run through Ableton, and everything is processed through Ableton, and that way I can actually loop things, and I don't need a lot of. I could do all analog, but that would mean a lot of gear, so I keep it digital. That way, it's like all through Ableton, and I can loop it, have the effects, and play on my own, basically.
Is your studio setup pretty similar to what
exactly? Yeah, exactly the same way.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And when you're composing music, I mean, there's a lot of improv involved with your show, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you got like a one-man band kind of thing, so you can sort of go off into different directions. What do you normally start with? I mean, is it percussion, or do you start with a riff, or just sort of a melody?
I always it really depends on, because if I always start with the same thing, I'm gonna be bored at some point, and I need some to stimulate my inspiration. So I would always start with something different. Like I usually try to search for an unusual sound, and that unusual sound is gonna lead me to like this kind of melody and this kind of chord progression.
What we just saw, is that pretty much how the process works in the studio for you? Do you just sort of jam out and like figure things out as it's going along?
There's no rules. Like sometimes I'll just go to the studio for fun, meaning I don't have no idea what I'm going to do, and I'll just mess around. So that's pretty much it. I'm messing around, and it can turn up good sometimes. Sometimes it can just turn out okay. Sometimes, that was okay. But like sometimes it's different. There's an idea, a special idea, that is not when I have instruments in my head. It's like it's in the head. It's not in the studio. It's happening somewhere else. It's happening when I'm cooking. It's happening when I'm taking a shower, walking down the street, driving. Then there's the idea, and so that's a different kind of process to create. It's like there's a specific idea that is inside there, and I'm gonna go to the studio to like layer everything down. And usually I just record it with my iPhone. I just record every layers on the iPhone, the bass line, the chords, everything on the iPhone, and then I go to the studio to finish it. But this is just messing around. This is like, there's no particular idea. It's just like going there, doing a chord, doing two chords, and just follow. And yeah, that's what I do live. It's really like in the moment. It's like whatever turns out to be in the moment.
Do you have a set list when you're performing live, though?
I have a set list. I do a set list usually at the day of the show, like the few hours before the show. I do a set list, and there's always moments where it's like it's free. So there's like moments of just it's gonna be an impro, and so that way all my team knows this moment is gonna be an impro. This moment is gonna be that song. Yeah. So that's a set list, but it's always moving.
So when you're improvising, and like sometimes, do you ever notice that you might work yourself into a corner that you don't know how to get out of? And if you do, like, are there any professional tricks that you have to sort of like work your way into a flow again?
No, I think it's okay. It's like if that's the part of improvisation. It's like if it turns out bad, it's alright. Like I used to care more, and I don't really even playing in a big venue now. I try to not care about this. It's like it's part of the fun. If I want to keep having fun while touring, because I tour a lot, and it's really I keep fun by having those moments of impros and those moments of freedom, of not playing always the same songs, but have between those songs some moment of freedom. So it's okay if it doesn't work. If there's a night I'm not as inspired as the other night, I'll still give it a go.
But isn't that scary? I mean, like when you're in a studio and it's not working, that's one thing. But when you're playing in front of a tent full of people at Coachella,
yeah, I know, but I want to have fun. So
yeah.
I'm just kidding.
That's a good attitude.
One quick question I have for you is, after seeing you a few times, it's very clear that your musicianship goes beyond just the music you create, but also kind of the visuals that we see there. And that's also true with some of the YouTube videos you've done. I'm wondering if you could speak a little bit about what component that plays overall, and how you plan that in advance.
Well, I started playing instruments before producing, and to be able to produce, I went to a sound engineer school, because this was lacking for me. I knew it was, even if it's my own theory, I don't know which chord is that. I don't know how to read music, but I understand music as a language. So, but I didn't understand sound. So if I wanted to compose, mix my songs, master my songs, pretty much do everything from start to end, I needed to get that knowledge. So I went to a sound engineering school, and the only sound engineering school that I could go in that was not private, that I didn't have to pay for, was a cinema school. So I did cinema school, and I was a sound engineer for cinema, and that's where all the visual stuff came from. It's because I learned cinema. I learned how to film, how to edit, how to direct everything, and I was working with directors. So then when I needed to make visuals for the live show, make visuals for my video clips, it was pretty easy. It makes sense. It made sense. So yeah, that's where it comes from. That's where it comes from.
You mentioned that sometimes you collaborate with other artists, and so with your style being very heavy in improvisation, how much are you like conducting when you're working with other artists versus just kind of everyone on stage going with the flow?
I don't really conduct when I'm collaborating with another artist. The way I did most studio sessions I did with other artists, it was just press record and we just make music for like hours, and when there's like a good idea, we stop. But it's all the studio I did are pretty much all improvised. The studio sessions I did with other artists, the base of the workflow is improvisation, and just mess around until there's something powerful that comes out of it, you know? Because when we start a studio session, sometimes with someone you know a little bit, not that much, sometimes it's like, you know, you don't really know how to approach it. And so improvising is just the way to say like, let's just have fun, you know, let's just have fun, and something comes out of it. Most of the time, every time something comes out of it. This is a jam I did with my friend Darius from Paris, my friend Crayon, and my friend Wen Snow, and we were just jamming in Paris and found this jam and worked a little bit on it. So I'm gonna play it.
So you know what I'm talking about. Talking about you and I. So you know what I'm talking about. You and I. So you know what I'm talking about. Talking about you and I. So you know what I'm talking about. You and I.
I've been waiting all day long. I've been waiting for someone. I've been waiting all day long. I've been waiting for someone. I've been waiting all day long. I've been waiting for someone. Talking about you and I. So you know what I'm talking about. You and I. So you
Give it up one more time for FKJ, everyone.